Now before we get too far, I would like to say thank you very much to my SHOT Show 2024 sponsors. Maxpedition, Phoenix, Nightcore, Viridian Weapon Technologies, Tops Knives, and Magna Lens.
Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you from SHOT Show 2024. We're here in Las Vegas. Mountain Man Medical, Brian, what's happening, man?
What's up, brother?
So, the further and further I get into things, I've been really getting into firearms over the past couple of years. I spend a lot of time at the range. I see what everybody brings to the range. Lots of guns, plenty of bullets, targets, big bag, but very few trauma kits. Not a lot in the way of medical supplies. Now, I'm in a club. The club does a nice job providing some of the simple things, abrasions and scrapes, things that you can get, but at the same time, there's no comprehensive kit or at least a stop the bleed kit for a serious issue. I kind of say it all the time, but one-R shit wipes out all your attaboys, and when it comes to this, it's high stakes, so what can we do about that?
Oh, yeah, great topic. So my background is in combat medicine. I love guns as well. I've been around them quite a bit. I do a lot of shooting and a lot of training. And my bread and butter is tactical medicine. It's my favorite thing in the world. So any chance I get to talk about it, I'm very happy. We have an emergency trauma response course on our website right now, totally free, which shows you how to use all the items in the kit.
Oh, very cool.
Now, I don't talk about anything like a tactical medicine necessarily in that, or range medicine, but that's a good way of kind of like understanding how to apply a tourniquet, how to do wound packing, how to place a chest seal. It's only an hour and 17 minutes.
Oh, very cool.
You can do it totally at your own pace and for free. So that's a good resource for you if you want to start, especially train up a lot of people. Church security teams and things like that will watch the video as a group and then practice all the techniques on each other.
Nice. So tell people, everybody again, exactly where to find that.
mountainmanmedical.com. I also have a YouTube channel. Find me at Mountain Man Medical. I talk a lot about these medical different things, a lot of body cam footage and different products and that kind of thing. So
good.
If you're looking for more info, that's a good place to be.
All right, so what do you got in the kit?
So this is our bestseller. This is the Yellowstone Trauma Kit, and it's more designed to be an IFAK, an individual first aid kit.
Yep.
So the idea behind this is you can put this on your belt if you need to and have everything you need to take care of somebody in a bad situation. Our goal is not to save lives. Our goal is to keep somebody alive long enough for EMS to show up and take over. And there's a lot of things that you can do to help somebody in that bad situation. And it doesn't take that much knowledge. Very, very basic things to use the stuff in this kit. In it is going to be your primary bleeding control items, such as a quality tourniquet. You want to make sure you're not getting a counterfeit. On Amazon, you can buy tourniquets that are much cheaper, but they're made by companies in China who don't use the same type of testing as North American Rescue or TACMed Solutions. So use those at your own risk. I recommend having a well-made, purpose-built tourniquet. Next up is going to be your hemostatic agent. This is going to be your Kaido gauze, Quick Clot, Celox. This is impregnated with a hemostatic agent that helps the blood to clot more quickly. So a very good product to have in there. And then we're going to pair that with a pressure dressing. So after I pack the wound with that hemostatic gauze, I'm going to wrap it with this pressure dressing. That's going to hold the gauze down tight and keeping the artery, the severed artery, pinched closed.
Nice.
So these three items are essential. If you don't have these items in your trauma kit, you don't have a trauma kit. You have a first aid kit.
Right.
And there's a big difference between boo-boos, small scrapes and cuts, to catastrophic injuries that are going to kill you within 2.5 to 3 minutes. If you're out there on the trail or if you're in a rural range, the odds of you dying before an ambulance can get to you are pretty high.
Right.
Even in a modern city like Las Vegas, where we're at, the response time can take up to 13 minutes, depending on what's going on.
Of course.
So you're probably going to bleed out in the head.
Yeah, no, and the further and further I get, and the reason why I'm even bringing this up today is you realize that most of the time you're your own first response, and you know, I don't want to count on anybody else, you know, at my range, and it makes me realize that if I had a problem, I'm, you know, subject to whatever the skill set of the individuals there may be. So
that is true. Yeah, that's the hard part, right?
Yeah.
'Cause you might have the skills and you might be the one hurt.
Right.
I actually just talked to a guy not too long ago. I was doing a training event, and he came up to me after the class and he said, because part of my class is calm breeds calm. I love teaching people how to do the techniques, but my primary goal is to teach people to manage emergencies more efficiently. How do you be less scared and make better decisions in a more timely manner?
Yep.
And he came up to me and he says, I really appreciated what you said about calm, because I was actually in a situation where I was bleeding to death, and a person came up to put the tourniquet on, and he was so scared it was taking him forever. And I had to tell him, hey brother, calm down. It's okay.
yeah,
You got this.
yep,
Take your time, put it on right. And that calmed that guy down enough to save his life.
Yep.
So his own calmness saved his life.
Wow.
So I like that kind of aspect of it.
yeah, no, that's smart. And I think the more, at least for me, I talk about this, I think about it, I prepare, do some research, get educated, you know, get into it and make it part of what you do. It's very easy to go to the range and put rounds down range, and we're all good at that, but it's some of these other things that are actually a critical part of responsible firearms ownership that we need to keep in mind and remember.
Right. So in an emergency, what's the scariest part? The fear. Like most people are just, I'm going to be scared. Well, yeah. If you recognize that and you anticipate it, it's not that big of a deal. And the scariest part about any emergency is not knowing what to do. Knowledge, getting those skills, understanding how to handle that situation, you manage your fear much more efficiently.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Brian.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it, man. Glad we got to stop by the booth.
Thanks for coming by. It was a pleasure talking to you. Check us out at mountainmanmedical.com.
See you soon.